And did I mention guns from Red Dead Redemption?
Oh my gosh, I can't see shit out here. Now the fucking police is on me. Oh my god. All I accidentally hit a guy I'm getting shot at. This is insane. Oh my gosh. Get up.
And did I mention guns from Red Dead Redemption? 9 mils, 50 clip extensions.
So I was listening to BMF by Rick Ross. You know, the song that goes,
I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover.
And there's a guest feature by Styles P. And on this song, Styles P spits this bar about Red Dead Redemption.
And did I mention guns from Red Dead Redemption?
Which got me excited because Red Dead Redemption is one of my favorite video games. Yes, sir. Get some fishing going. Yes, sir. Got him.
You, sir, are a fish.
Red Dead 2. Oh yeah, do some hunting. You little boy. Right in the head. Oh yeah, that's good eating. About 2-3 days worth of meat right there. And in this bar, Styles P does this rhyme where he says, his guns are from Red Dead Redemption. Okay, cool. Rappers rap about guns all the time, right? No big deal, right? There are tons of guns and gunfights in Red Dead Redemption. So Styles P is probably just rapping about how badass he is or whatever. No harm there. But then Styles P follows up this bar with
9 mils, 50 clip extensions.
So he describes his guns as being from Red Dead Redemption and having 9mm and 50 clip magazine extensions, which got me thinking, this is cap.
Stop the cap.
Right? The Red Dead Redemption series is based in the early 1900s. So did 9mm even exist back then? Did extended magazines, extendos as we call them, did they even exist back then? I mean, Red Dead Redemption is set around the time of the end of the cowboy era in America. So like roughly around 1899 to 1917, 1918. Like weren't they still using bolt action rifles? Weren't they like a couple steps removed from gunpowder? And I've actually played and beaten Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode, and I don't really remember any mention of 9mm or any extended magazines at all. So did they actually exist? Did Styles P actually discover a hidden 1911 9mm or an extended magazine in Red Dead Redemption? Where were the 9mm and 50 clip magazine extensions during my playthrough of Red Dead Redemption? So my first trip was to go into an actual gun store in Red Dead Redemption 2 to see if the shop owner had any 9mm or 50 round magazine extensions for sale in the shop's catalog. Okay, this is the gun store, gun repair and ammunition. Let's see if we can go find ourselves a 9mm or a 50 round extension.
You're back.
Good morning,
So,
sir.
what are you in the market for?
Evening, sir. I'm here to buy a 9mm or a 50 round extension. You heard the Styles P song on BMF? He said he's got guns from Red Dead Redemption. 9mm, 50 round extension. I'm here for the 50 round extendos, man.
I maybe shouldn't say this, but I sold a Derringer to a seamstress. A white one, of course.
Oh, so this guy's racist. So yeah, we're not gonna shop here. So in this research, I decided to do an in-game deep dive. So there are about 19 handguns total in Red Dead Redemption 2. And out of those 19 guns, 14 are revolvers, which automatically disqualify them from being both 9mm and having any type of extended magazines. So 19 handguns, 14 are revolvers. That means 5 handguns remain that are not revolvers, and they are the semi-automatic pistol, which is modeled after the real life Borchardt C93. All of the guns in Red Dead Redemption 2 are modeled after real life guns. The semi-automatic pistol is described in game as dealing less damage than revolver sidearms, but makes up for it by doing away with the need for weapon cocking, as well as an expanded ammo capacity and quicker magazine reloads. Magazines. Okay, so this actually may be a 9mm. Maybe Styles P was right. Now the actual Borchardt C93 which is what the semi-automatic pistol is modeled after, uses 7.65 by 25 millimeter ammunition. So that is not 9 millimeter ammunition. Therefore, the semi-automatic pistol, not 9 millimeter. Next, the volcanic pistol, which is modeled after the real life Smith & Wesson 1855 volcanic pistol. This was actually Smith & Wesson's very first pistol they ever created. The game describes it as having stopping power of a repeating rifle with a probability of a sidearm. So right there, it has a stopping power of a rifle. That's definitely not 9 millimeter. And this is confirmed by the real life Smith & Wesson volcanic pistols, not 9 millimeter, folks. We move on. The Mauser C96. This is actually one of them that could be a 9 millimeter. It shoots, the real life Mauser actually uses many different round calibers, but one of them is 9 millimeter. So it can take a 9 millimeter round. So this could be the firearm that Styles P was referring to in BMF when he said he's got guns from Red Dead Redemption. The 9 millimeters could have been a Mauser C96. Lastly, we have the M1899 pistol, which is modeled after the real life FN model 1899, which takes a 32 ACP round. So this is not what Styles P was talking about. He mentioned 9 millimeter. The Mauser pistol. The game describes it as a new import from Germany. Important right there. So the Mauser C96 in real life could actually shoot many rounds, including the 9x19 Parabellum, which is the 9 millimeter. The game describes it explicitly as a new import from Germany, which is interesting because the 9 millimeter round was invented by George Luger, a German. And the game describes this as a new German import. It sounds like they're describing a 9 millimeter. The 9 millimeter was a new technology at the time, and it was coming from a Germany. So could this be the 9 millimeter Styles P was talking about in the song BMF? I mean, out of the 5 pistols in this game, there's only one that even fits his description, 9 mil 50 clip extensions, and that's the Mauser pistol. The Mauser pistol. Try this.
Fine piece.
And what type of ammo does this take? Pistol cartridges.
I'd recommend loading up on extra ammo.
So no specific calibers. All pistols take pistol cartridges. In fact, there is no mention of 9 millimeters or 50 clip, 50 round magazines in Red Dead Redemption 2. Now the game Red Dead Redemption 1 occurs after Red Dead Redemption 2. So it's feasible, based on the timeline, the year that the 9 millimeter was created, it's feasible that Red Dead Redemption 1 might have had 9 millimeters in that game. But what about 50 clip extensions? What about the 50 clip extensions? So we have weapon accessories right here. So this is where the 50 round magazine should be, right? This is where the extendos should be, right? We've got a bandolier, we've got a holster, a gun belt, and some gun oil. The gun belt increases capacity for revolver and pistol ammo by 50%. And the bandolier increases capacity for rifle, shotgun, and repeater ammo. So this is pretty much the 1900s equivalent to a magazine. You got a bandolier and then the gun belt, but no extendos. I mean, it's the year 1900. There are no extendos. So Red Dead Redemption is a video game based in the American West. It's a cowboy era game. It starts in the year 1899 and ends in 1914. Red Dead Redemption 2 is the prequel to Red Dead Redemption 1. I know that's a little confusing because why is 2 the prequel and 1's the sequel? It should be flipped, right? But that's how it is. So yeah, the game as a series occurs around the years roughly 1899 to 1914. The 9mm round was not developed until around 1901 to 1902, and its name does not explicitly appear at all in any of the Red Dead Redemption games. And 50 clip magazines weren't introduced until around the World War I era, which is around 1915 to 1918. So it's highly unlikely that we'll see any form of magazine extensions in Red Dead Redemption as a whole. But if the 9mm were to exist in the Red Dead Redemption universe, it makes logical sense that it exists more in Red Dead Redemption 1 than Red Dead Redemption 2. Since Red Dead Redemption 1's storyline occurs later in the 1900s, it occurs comfortably after the 9mm was developed in 1902 and adopted in American markets in 1911. But you might be surprised to learn that Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2 share a strikingly similar pistol inventory. They're two separate games, but they have pretty much the exact same pistols. Volcanic pistol, the semi-automatic pistol, the Mauser pistol, we've already gone over these. They exist in both games. But in Red Dead Redemption 1, they add one additional pistol that is not in Red Dead Redemption 2. And that pistol is called the High Power Pistol. But the question is it 9mm?
9 mils, 50 clip extensions.
The High Power Pistol in Red Dead Redemption 1 is described as one of 3 auto-loading pistols in the game. This lets us know it has a magazine. This is fitting what Styles P is talking about. Along with the Mauser pistol and semi-automatic pistol, it is statistically one of the best all-around handguns in the game, being the most powerful with a high rate of fire, quick reload, 8-round capacity. They continue to describe it as one of the last weapons to be unlocked in the single-player story mode campaign of the game. This weapon was very uncommon during the game's era, so it fits within the theme of the encroachment of modernity in the West. Now, I don't know about y'all, but to me, this description says a lot. The High Power Pistol is described as a modern technology for this game's time period, which is 1911 to 1914 roughly. It's described as modern technology. It's described as having auto loading, meaning it uses a magazine feed, a high rate of fire, quick reload, 8-round capacity. I mean, these are all hallmark features of 9mm caliber pistols for that era. It's only available late game. The High Power Pistol is only available towards the end of the game. And since Red Dead Redemption 1 begins in the year 1911, which is roughly the same time period that the 9mm was introduced to the USA, it makes sense that such a modern advent wouldn't land in the main character John Marston's hands until far later in the game. We're talking about 1913, year 1914. So fellas, I think we spotted the 9mm pistol that Styles P was talking about on that song BMF. But does a 50-round magazine extension exist for it? Or for any weapon in the game for that matter? Can we find a 50-round magazine extension in the Red Dead Redemption universe? See, the revolver is the main character gun in the Red Dead series. I mean, it's on the game's artwork cover. And the very first game in this series is actually titled Red Dead Revolver. Revolver is a main symbol of the Western cowboy era. The whole Red Dead Redemption series is a story about the American West, so it's a symbolism thing. But the issue is, revolvers typically only have 6 shots. They don't take magazines. So a 50-round extension for a revolver is out of the question. So do any of the guns in Red Dead Redemption take magazines? And if so, does a 50-round extended magazine upgrade exist in the game for them?
I'll take 5. Separating. You better start scoring, buddy. I'll take 10. No, I'll take 10.
That's why we play.
Yep.
Come on.
$3.
Damn.
Magazine extensions are basically tools that add the amount of ammunition that a weapon can spend. And the closest thing that we get to a magazine extension in Red Dead Redemption 2 is something called a bandolier, which doubles the ammo capacity for certain weapons. But what about the rifles? One of the strongest weapons in Red Dead Redemption is the repeating rifle. Does the rifle take magazines? And if so, can we find a 50-round magazine upgrade for the repeating rifle?
And what about the 50 clip extensions? I don't see any.
Sheriff's gotten that for himself at one point.
So we have weapon accessories right here. So this is where the 50 round magazine should be, right? This is where the extendo should be, right? We've got a bandolier, we've got a holster, a gun belt, and some gun oil.
Red Dead Redemption is historically accurate in many ways, one of those ways being weapon evolution. The presence of revolvers are far more evident in Red Dead Redemption 2, which takes place in 1899 to 1907, than they are in Red Dead Redemption 1, which takes place later in 1911 to 1914. So this coincides with the popularization of 9mm rounds in magazines in general amongst the general public. So was Styles P accurate when he said he's got guns from Red Dead Redemption and describing them as having 9mm in caliber and 50 round magazine extensions?
And did I mention guns from Red Dead Redemption? 9 mils, 50 clip extensions.
The answer is yes and no. See, there is no explicit mention of the 9mm round in any Red Dead Redemption game. I mean, the pistols in general have very generic names like semi-automatic pistol or high-power pistol. And when you loot ammunition, there's no difference between the calibers. All the pistol ammo, despite what type of firearm it is, if it's a pistol, all pistol ammo is called pistol ammunition. So we can't say definitively if these pistols actually take 9mm. But there are weapons like the Mauser and the high-power pistol, which function kinda like a 9mm handgun would. Yes, I think it is fair to infer that there are in fact 9mm caliber firearms in Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, although they are very rare. The Mauser pistol in Red Dead 2 may or may not be chambered in 9mm, since the actual Mauser C96 can take many different calibers. So we don't know caliber the developers of Red Dead 2 were modeling the Mauser pistol after. But we know for sure there is one firearm that definitely appears to be 9mm. One in the entire Red Dead series, and that is the high-power pistol in Red Dead Redemption 1. It only spawns late in the game. You have to have finished a lot of the game to even see this thing. So this means Styles P, by spitting this bar, would have had to play the game to near completion to even see the high-power pistol, the 9mm. No 50 clip extensions though, we just got bandoliers. So the Styles P's bar about having 9mm guns from Red Dead Redemptions with 50 magazine round extensions, does it hold weight? We'll have to rate this as false / partially true, because there's one definitive 9mm handgun in the Red Dead Redemption series, maybe two, but there are zero magazine extensions that are 50 round for any firearm in the game. The closest you get is upgraded gun belts and bandoliers. Now, the bar might have gone better if Styles P had said, yo, I got guns from GTA 5. Because GTA 5 is the Rockstar game with the actual 9mm and extended magazines. You can put scopes and pistol grips on any weapon pretty much in the game.
Ammunition. Let's go. I know they got 9mm and 50 clip extensions. Oh, and they do have the extendos. You see that? You see that? You see that? The 9mm with the extension. There you go, Styles P. You should have used GTA as a reference. We're just gonna get the extension on all of the pistols. How about that? That kind of look like a SIG, no? 6-hour AR pistol. Yo, they got big shit in here. Wait, what is this? It's an AK.
I don't like people getting too close.
AK with an extension, a grip. Yo, we getting all the additions. Scope, luxury finish, army tint. Oh, that's a drum. That's a real drum. It's already got a drum. You can extend the drum. It's like a little briefcase at the bottom. Flashlight on the grenade launcher. Bullpup shotgun. Get a little flashlight, little streamlight, little suppressor. A suppressor on a bullpup shotgun? That seems like it wouldn't work. Here you go, Red Dead Redemption 2 gun. Little musket.
But then how would Styles P rhyme that with mention, like he did Redemption? Like,
And did I mention guns from Red Dead Redemption?
like, did I mention guns from GTA 5 Redemption? Did I mention guns from Ammunition? It just doesn't work as well. But if Styles P wanted to brag about just having the strongest gun from the Red Dead Redemption series, the strongest loadout might be the semi-automatic shotgun or the carbine repeater. But again, I don't know how well those fit in a rap song. All in all, I'm happy to hear a Red Dead Redemption mentioned in a rap song. And it's a little comforting to know that Styles P might be a fellow gamer as well. I mean, how else would he have been able to see the high power pistol in Red Dead 1 and known it was a 9mm? But anyways, let me know what y'all think today. What are y'all favorite lyrics with video games in them? Charles Hamilton got a couple of them. Yeah, Charles Hamilton, big gamer. Yeah, this is one of my favorite, the Red Dead Redemption bar from BMF. So anyways, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.
It's a vintage pistol, so I assume they mean it's a 1911. It's got the extension on it if you can't see. Let's go for Styles P. Yeah, that's doing some damage. Oh, where the police at? I've been shooting at these cars for... Okay. Guns from Red Dead Redemption. 9mm, 50 clip extension. Oh, nigga. So this what Styles P was talking about, eh? The haters got me. The haters got me.